Just
in the ether.
Yep.
That's all in the ether.
We're all in this alone.
Have you guys ever huffed ether before? Neither have I. Missing out. Welcome back to another goddamn episode of the goddamn Camp Oddwood with your goddamned hosts with the most ghosts in their souls. The haunted brother duo, Alexander and Zachary, tag team, Grandel Hall.
Yep. If we were in the WWE, you and I would have to tag team against.
And you'd be goth themed, and that you're the haunted brothers.
Against Henry. Henry would be the Grundle taker.
What?
Yeah.
Grundle taker?
The unofficial trio.
Okay.
Wait. Ah, shit. When the Undertaker had like the Limp Bizkit and like was like a biker for a little bit, remember? What? And then he like had like a tag team with him. I forget the other people that were like in his group.
I don't know.
The Large Brothers? No, I know who you're talking about. I remember Naveed used to give me all the trivia because he used to be really into it. And then we would play his... I remember we would play his the WWE game on his Xbox where you could make your own wrestler. And I always try to make mine like Rey Mysterio because I wanted him to be small because I was small. And then Naveed would just make his all really large. So, like, you know, he would kick my guy in the chest, and there was nothing I could do.
You'd go flying.
Yeah. So.
But your character was a high flyer, so you could do, like, really cool turnbuckle moves, I bet.
That's terrible strategy.
And then I think he made one where, no. I think I wanted to try to make, like, a third Hart brother. At one point. I don't know why I was so into that. So, ponytails.
Hey, man,
No, man, Bret Hart was my shit.
He was hard for us.
The Hardy Boys?
The Hardy Boys.
Oh, Hardy Boys? That was the one where one of them turned into a reverend, right?
Huh.
The Hardy Boys wasn't... Oh, no, the Hardy Boys were the two, like, gothy, like, fishnet
They were like
dudes.
rave.
Oh,
like raver. Goth
Yeah,
guys.
I remember there was
a lot of
like one of them was more of a high flyer
so.
and would do all the somersaults.
That kid Daniel from Milliken was so into the Hardy Boys.
Hardy Boys.
Because they go hard.
Yeah.
They're hardy. They eat hearty food.
Yeah,
Boys.
He was annoying. What was the
Boys.
one with the two, like the white dude and the black dude, the two southern dudes?
The Dudley Brothers.
Dudley Brothers.
I was
then-
going to say the Yin Yang Twins.
Run the
to the
jewels.
window, to the wall, smack you down with my balls.
They always did the table matches.
Oh yeah, but then one
Like,
of the
one of
Dudley
them-
brothers became a reverend,
Oh.
and that was his wrestling thing. Like he's like, Rev Dud, I don't know, and then he would slam you.
Did he come out like this?
I remember one of them would always
I
be
don't know.
like,
Jesus on the cross.
smack the other one on the chest and be like, Bubba! Everyone would be like, what? Get the tables! And everyone was like, oh, fuck you! So hype.
SmackDown, wasn't it on Thursdays?
Best kind of like physical theater.
Yeah.
Professional wrestling. That and Chinese opera. Shin Yun.
So long, ya ling ting ting bun bao.
8,000 years of Shin Yun.
Have
I'm not
you
gonna
know
make any
those
comments.
Mongolian like throat singers?
Mm-hmm.
That shit's actually pretty crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That was pretty good.
You got the throat action.
I don't think I have the throat for that. I have too much
I think-
Adam's apple. Because mine's more like this.
Sounds like a dying old goat.
You got some good throat singing going on right there.
All right, that's enough.
That was like a donkey.
I think it's because I'm a descendant of Genghis Khan.
All right, what am I a descendant of?
I don't know.
Mr.
I don't think-
Miyagi,
that'd be cool. But
Pat Morita.
in the Zulu Nation.
But more
Oh,
than
shit.
half of Asian people, though, are actual descendants of Genghis Khan
Yeah.
because he just did that type of thing.
All right, I think I need to discipline my dog. Here, just open
What's
the
that
door
mean?
real quick, babe.
He's about to put the smack down.
Yeah, you can take that.
Let me take these headphones off real fast.
Topper! Shut up!
I just hear him walking around.
Topper! All right, cool.
Yep, that just happened.
Dog
Gotta-
Discipline 2021.
Doggy discipline.
2021, oh yeah. All right. So actually, something that I have on the agenda today, I want to talk about, because we're trying to have a positive episode, so I do want to talk about death. So I am new to this, but I guess that there was a YouTube channel that predicted a lot of the big deaths, big celebrity deaths last year in 2020, called 2020 Vision. 2020
Called
Vision.
Nostradamus. How do you pronounce that guy's name?
Nostradamus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extra dumbass. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
Oh, you made the joke, so I didn't have to. Ain't that right, Homer? All right.
So Death's YouTube channel that predicts the deaths
Celebrity
of
deaths.
celebrities.
2020 Vision.
It has since been debunked and found out that whoever made it basically put a bunch of deaths, and then whenever a death came up, he would eliminate the other, so I guess they put up all the deaths so that it would look like they were on an earlier date, like in 27. The predictions were from 2017, and then they would private all of them and then put it up when the death happened, so that it seemed like it had always been up there.
That's
Very
But it would have an
Funny.
earlier, but it would be predated to the death, right?
I wonder how much money they
Very
made before
sneaky.
they got caught.
Yeah.
Uh.
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody's stopping them. They're just like, oh, we debunked it, but it's not illegal to do that.
just like
So they couldn't continue.
that's just a lot of time.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
mean,
wonder how
that's
much
just a
time
lot
they
of
wasted.
guesses.
Yeah, how much time did they waste making those videos?
Yeah, so I mean, and then a lot of people were like, before it got debunked, were like, oh shit, like they got Kobe. And they got Kobe. No, they got Kobe, Chadwick Boseman. Wait, John Connery died?
Uh-huh.
When did that happen?
Last year.
And 2020 Vision got that? Whoa!
Debunked.
Debunked. Wait. Oh, that did happen. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I totally
Red
forgot
October
about
finally went down.
that. All right. Arnold from Hey Arnold is on the new list? Which Arnold is that? Schwarzenegger? What is Arnold's last name from Hey Arnold?
Football head.
Arnold. His first name's Hay.
Arnold football.
Hey
head.
Arnold. Oh, still Henry. All right, so even though we are pretty sure that the shit's fake, let's see. I figured it'd still be fun to see what names they came up with, who we actually agree with, and who we actually think may potentially die this year. Let's try not to be too mean, but fuck it.
Okay.
Sorry. All right, so we got Arnold Schwarzenegger on the list.
No.
We got. So you guys don't. Do you think that he's?
Gonna die this year?
Yeah.
No. I hope not. I love Arnold.
I hope not too.
I hope none of these people die this year.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
That's just me.
There's a few people I hope die this year.
Well, they're probably not on this list.
Yeah. Or Zach's trying to pretend like he's like a good person, but I see him doing witchcraft and wizardry in his room. He has like a whole thing. Like he's been trying to kill me for a minute,
Wait,
bro.
why is that evil?
Doing
To
that
kill
voodoo.
me?
Well, no, that's evil, yes. But witchcraft and wizardry?
Dude, I see you fucking shuffling through your chicken bones after we eat wings, trying to predict the future.
You guys never offer me any, so I have to get all the meat that you guys miss. Alex never leaves anything behind. So.
Yeah, I eat the marrow. I eat wings like a Southern person.
Voodoo?
Yeah. So, all right. So we all agree that Arnold Schwarzenegger is probably fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How old is he? He's in his 70s?
Mm-hmm. Him and Stallone.
Oh, yeah. Stallone's actually a little bit older, and he's still in better shape.
I'd say they're probably around the same shape.
Stallone is definitely in better shape. I recently looked it up. He still has like a bit of a pack action, and whereas Schwarzenegger is melting.
Oil injections.
Also,
Schwarzenegger looks like John Kreese does in Cobra Kai, like kind of like.
oh yeah, like former it's like because he was a former bodybuilder, not really like just trying to get in shredded shape, you know.
Like he still looks really good for his age. Don't get me wrong, but Stallone, I didn't realize he was that old because he still has like his muscles legit.
Well, he's been like updating his workouts so it goes better with his age. I know he does mostly like resistance band training now, as opposed to Arnold, who still just mostly does like weightlifting.
That makes sense. Yeah, well, that's kind of the thing is that a lot of people who've worked with Stallone, one of the biggest things that they say is that he's like way smarter than anybody thinks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next on the list is Kanye West.
Yes. By suicide.
Wow.
Damn.
Well, he's getting a divorce from his wife, so. But who knows? Maybe he won't.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I think that she filed for it, but I think he's the one who wanted it. At least from my understanding. And I mean, it's so difficult to believe anything that comes out about any of their shit because they've been rumored to be getting a divorce like 1,000 times since they got married. Right? So, but from what I've heard was the last episode that he had put out that like he was trying to get a divorce. I forget did he mention it when he was having that rant?
I don't know.
When he was running for president?
Oh, when he was all like, I almost killed my baby.
Oh, yeah.
That like, almost getting an abortion.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't want to diminish
Why would you yell something?
mental health issues or whatever at all. But I would imagine that this, like, I can understand someone like Kim Kardashian, I guess, like, it being really taxing, especially somebody who's accustomed to a low-stress lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
What if she has mental health issues, too?
Then they're not documented, and I don't know what that has to do with anything.
I mean, she's been helping out a lot of people.
Definitely
like a lot of like
on reality TV.
That she has mental health issues?
Well, it looks like it. Seems like it.
What? All right. What would you diagnose her with?
Stupidity.
Okay. All right.
Because she just does stupid shit to get famous.
she has SBS.
But I guess that's pretty smart too because you're making a lot of money. So I don't know.
What's SBS?
Silicone booty syndrome.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe,
that's
Maybe, what
That's
if
a
it
good
turns
diagnosis.
out that all the shit that women are injecting in their asses, turns out to be like the new Mad Hatter issue? Or Mad Hatter thing? Like the lead in the hats? It's like making people crazy.
Yeah.
So it's the shit in your ass is making these women crazy?
Well, I mean, she's like putting
be
her money towards like good things too, though. So she's gotten a lot of like wrongfully accused like people that are in prison like out.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
Like she'll bring things to light at least.
the thing is, like,
better.
even though I feel like there was a lot of ridicule associated with it, and the president, right, Donald Trump. The reality was, you could have gotten a lot of, because he was such kind of a simpleton, that you could have gotten so much done by just stroking his ego, and then you could have really made an accidental difference just by stroking his ego. and been like, oh, and then everybody's like shitting on you for it, but it's like, oh shit, I actually was able to get half of the progressive agenda done by pretending to be a Trump supporter. I feel like if somebody was smart enough to do that, they could have really made that shit happen. Like, yo, you're the fucking best, and I know that you're gonna show you're the best by adhering to these climate change issues. I'm not saying that climate change is real, but maybe if you could just pass some legislation that reduces certain emissions.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that'll be huge. I'll do it. And then he just signed some shit off. I feel like, people attacking him, they played it all wrong.
What could have been.
Yep.
But because of that, Kanye's going to die.
Okay.
Everyone's
I
gonna
think
die.
that Kanye West was. I'm not necessarily saying I'm still in the camp believing that he was playing it, but maybe he was smart enough to figure out that, maybe if I appeal to Donald Trump, I could get more done or more tossed my direction. Yeah. Maybe he was that smart. Maybe he is playing 4D chess.
I miss young Kanye.
When it was all about the music.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he had to grow past that. He had to become a mogul.
He had to become a dumbass.
Lance Armstrong.
His career's dead.
I mean, he could die this year. Yeah.
All that extra blood in his body.
Oh, God.
All those less nuts in his body.
Oh, man. Didn't Alex say to be nice?
Yeah, that was pretty ruthless.
What do you expect? You're riding on a bicycle all that time. The seats?
Yo, I just picked up cycling as like a hobby that I'm really into.
Protect your nuts.
I mean, I'm trying to, but what else? What can you do?
A cup?
Get a better seat.
A cup is more for the front part.
Once they design a bike seat
in it, though,
where it looks like a shoe, like a horseshoe at the top, to let your nuts hang down, and then it has the butt pad part. Like it'll be like a shoehorn, or like a horseshoe at the top, and then the seat will come out the back, so your nuts could hang down underneath.
That was a lot.
Oh, I don't think they need to hang. They just need to not be crushed all the time.
Or smashed to each side of the seat between your thighs.
Because, what I will say...
That sounds worse.
Yeah, well, that's what happens.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I'm, very conscious of it, and I try to put as little weight...
On your nards?
On my nards as possible, but... I even noticed, even though, I don't feel like a lot's going on, I have encountered a little soreness, a couple days later. I'm very active about checking my nuts. I check them probably every couple weeks. I don't know why I'm so worried about testicular cancer, but I check them often. So I am worried about that. Lance Armstrong, I don't think that would be your fate if you were to perish. I think you would become a feast of the vampires because you have extra blood in you from doping and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Vampires are going to happen in 2021.
Apparently.
And Lance Armstrong is going to be the first feast because he's so blood heavy, as I said. All right. This is Bruce Jenner. Oh, wait. It can't be Bruce Jenner. That's
Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner. Bruce Weinstein. Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. No, I don't think that's going to happen.
She just threw up a W. I don't know why I said Weinstein.
That is a possibility. He's actually right now kind of going through was it early onset dementia.
Oh, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But dementia doesn't kill you.
No, but I mean,
if it's just starting now, he probably still has a good 5 years before it's really, really bad, right? Or I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is that he could think he's crawling through the ducts of Nakatomi Tower, and he's actually in the ducts of some dude's house. And there's a shootout with the cops. But if he goes out I hope he screams yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
What would be kind of fucked up is like if his dimension makes him think that he's the characters from his movies, and then he ends up hurting somebody like in The Sopranos, the uncle Junior. He's like, oh fuck, and then shoots somebody.
That would suck, man. Don't put this out in the universe.
No, Bruce, you'll be good. Just take your vitamins. Eat your vegetables. Madonna, they believe. She hasn't even really been around in the kind of Hollywood sphere.
In the ethos.
She's probably just doing her own thing, living
Yeah.
life.
Doing yoga and having a British accent.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think she'll be fine. She seems healthy. All right. So next on this list is Donald Trump.
Hope so.
I want to stand by my principles and not wish that upon anybody.
I don't think he's gonna die this year.
Well, no, I don't think he's gonna die, but I'm just trying to stand. But I'm trying to not want him to die.
I mean,
Well, I don't want him.
When
Want anybody.
when Rush Limbaugh died, you know what? I was thinking to myself, it's never good to say anything bad about someone dying. Rush Limbaugh died. Good. That's all I have to say. And I would say the same thing about this Cheeto motherfucker.
Okay, yeah,
Cheeto,
yeah.
yeah, that's
All right.
pretty accurate. I gotta scratch my armpit real quick before we move on.
Wait, no,
Okay.
you'll activate Chaozu.
Oh, he's activated. All right.
Kim Kardashian.
Oh, she's on the list too. No, she's not gonna die.
From SBS, yes, she might.
I
not
don't. Yeah, I
going
think she's gonna be fine.
I think she's gonna be okay.
She's drinking baby blood. She's gonna be fucking fine.
Pretty big assumption.
Michael. Who is this?
He just forgot how to read.
Michael Jordan.
I think
That's a
he's-
D, babe. That's an E you
I was
wrote.
riding on my knee.
I think
Alright.
he'll be fine.
Michael Jordan. That
think
dude's
he's gonna be
healthier
okay.
than shit. He's gonna dunk on life. He's so rich.
He already dunked on life.
Yeah, he's gonna continue. Tyga, in a car accident, maybe.
Like a tiger? I don't know. Tigers die every day.
No, Tyga,
Oh, the rapper.
Tyga.
Oh. No, I think he'll
Put
be
the
fine.
lime in the coconut, drink it all up.
I think he'll be fine too.
He's not gonna suffer from scurvy, that's for sure. All them limes.
He might die from lean. Too much lean.
I don't think he does lean.
Oh.
Maybe from getting it. Maybe he'll suffer from like issues with his braids being too tight.
Or just have an aneurysm.
No,
Something everyone has to worry about.
or maybe all of
Yeah, that's true.
his baby mamas are
true.
gonna band together and tear him apart. No, I think he'll survive. He'll be fine. Tyga, he's young. He seems. I don't want to say he has a head on his shoulders, but
he does. He does. It's right. It's right there.
I don't know if Zach is like leaning into the
What about Tekashi 6ix9ine?
literalness,
Oh, I was definitely.
or if he's leaning into it or not. You know about Tekashi 6ix9ine's virus?
Hepatitis?
No, herpes. No, those aren't tattoos. That's herpes.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
If he might get caught. I mean, like caught up by, like, are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? I'm dumb.
You're only giving me two options.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna die. If he does die, I think he's gonna be violent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he might get
Snitch.
caught up in something, in an altercation where he gets shot or something. So it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then again, there's a possibility that everybody on this list.
Pele, that's the soccer player? Pele.
No, I don't think he's gonna die.
He's
'cause I
gonna
don't
kick
know.
the shit out of this prediction. Haha.
Your jokes are hilarious.
See, I'm gonna take that, Zach, literal. Thank you. Tom Cruise.
No, he's too rich.
He's never gonna die. What
He's
the
too
fuck?
rich.
Tom Cruise is never gonna die. He's gonna turn
Scientology is keeping him
into
alive.
his soul is gonna be transferred into the arc alien Gorgon, and he's going to live forever on planet Zuthamus.
That and then all those little Filipino man boys keep him nice and healthy.
Okay, that's like a very new allegation
No.
to me. I never heard that. What the fuck is that?
He would get like his like personal masseuses are like young Filipino men, and they like apparently like rub his back
Something
whenever he takes breaks at like in his trailer or whatever.
not disputing that that's true or not. I don't know, but I am curious as to why it seems that like whenever the hypervillainization of like some kind of Hollywood elite always ends up gay.
I don't.
I don't
or
know
a lot
about
of
that.
times.
I've never read anything like that.
Not like Harvey Weinstein.
Well, yeah, but in a lot of other situations, you know, it's like touching boys or like essaying.
Wait, am I getting Tom Cruise and John Travolta mixed up?
Yeah, you are. That's John Travolta.
No, but I've also heard that like Tom Cruise has like an entourage type thing.
But the
similar.
Filipino
But I think that's just like
boy
his
thing,
masseuse.
for sure, I heard about that with John Travolta. Are we now making a generalization that that's what the elite of Scientology do? Is Filipino men massage their penises?
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know if they massage his penis necessarily, but maybe this is like just something we're missing out on in that like Filipino men, boys, give the best massages.
I mean, Asian men do give good massages. I've had one. It depends on, I mean, they're good. It depends on how tough you are too. Because they are good if you really want to get them kinks out. Because they are rough.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, they do a good job because every knot you have in your body, they're going to get it out.
I had
And
a
they're going to
little-
push it through your ass.
I had a little old Thai lady work on my back once. It was great. But like at a point in time, like my arms were like behind my back, like and she had my arms and she had her feet in my back.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was like and I was like, oh
Yeah, I had a Vietnamese
Crazy.
dude. Fuck, he was crushing my fucking Achilles.
You said he fucked no. I was like, whoa.
Whoa, man.
But he rubbed you out.
He rubbed the shit out of my fucking feet, and it hurt, but it felt good. It was I remember, and then after he's like, "Oh, you're tough," and gave me like a pat on the back for sturdiness. Yeah.
You're like,
Alright.
thanks.
Is there anybody that wasn't on this list that you think that you'd want to make a prediction of on your own?
George R.R. Martin.
No, that's a good guess, but I hope you're wrong.
I
with
hope
every
I'm wrong,
fiber of my
too.
being. He needs to finish the fucking book.
Yeah, I agree. But
Mitch McConnell.
Is it that you believe that, or that's a wish?
Both.
Jesus,
Who else is really old and
he
deserves
does
it?
look like a Sith Lord. Not gonna lie.
Who's really old right
Doesn't
now?
he look like Palpatine with the droopiness of his face? Like his eyelids are leaving his eyes, or like drooping past. Mitch McConnell.
Oh shit!
Don't.
I agree with that.
One that's mean, but like is a little bit of a possibility. Demi Lovato.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know if it's mean. I mean,
mean-
it only feels fucked up because she's so young, but with a lot of the developments that have been coming out, it's an understandable choice. I mean, it would
Yeah.
be. I think it would be really devastating, and then
It would be.
How old is she? Would she be part of the 27 Club?
No, I think she's older than that now.
Is she? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she's like 59.
Oh, she looks great.
She's not 50.
But the thing that, since you brought that up, something that I do want to mention is that I feel like, and there's probably a lot of elements that I'm completely unaware of in relation to her issues, but it does feel like they tried to do a redemption story like 3 times with her over her whole drug addiction issues, and then each time after the initial one, she's basically like, oh, I was basically getting high when I was talking about, oh, look how great I'm doing, I'm not getting high anymore, and when I was saying that I was high. Like, damn, like,
Drug addiction is a bitch, man.
no,
Yeah.
it is really horrible, but I feel like there's something wrong with the people around her trying to capitalize on her recovery so much before really making sure she's recovered.
That's probably
Yeah,
why she
it's really
continues
hard.
doing the drugs, too.
Yeah. So
It's
that's
like a
just something
weird
I
mix
wanted to
of
point
things.
out that I think is, but then that's what worries me about them trying to do this whole recovery tour again. You know, is like, let's focus on her really being better rather than, like, why do we need to focus on the advertising of her being better rather than her just being better?
Okay, I got 2 more. Another one, since we're on this topic, would be that'd again be devastating, but like would probably be like a drug overdose. Would be Shia Labeouf.
But I thought he's not really doing that kind of thing anymore.
I don't think he is, but still, you never know.
Yeah.
Like no one. Well, this is like entirely off topic, but like Anton Yelchin, like getting crushed by a fucking Jeep between his like gate.
Yeah, that was
and
pretty
garage and
horrible.
shit. Fucked up. Fuck you, Jeep. Fix your shits before you sell them. And another one, as far as like older celebrities go, Hulk Hogan. I don't necessarily want him to die. Of course, I don't want him to die. I was a Hulkamaniac, just like the rest of you, brother. But he's, other than like lifting weights and doing all that stuff, I'm sure he's just old.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
That's what happens
That
when you
makes-
get old. You just
that makes some
start to
sense.
fade away.
Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney? Or Nicky Rooney?
Mickey.
Isn't Mickey Rooney already dead?
Yeah, so see, I'm choosing ones that are a sure thing.
Look at you.
I think he's gonna continue to be.
Look at you playing 4-dimensional chess.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood. I hope he doesn't die, but he's just really old. Betty
Yeah.
White,
Oh yeah, Betty White.
Keith Richards,
Damn.
Mick Jagger.
Oh, there's some
Ringo
people who are
Starr.
on the 27 that people are
Paul
afraid
McCartney.
of being part of the 27 Club this year.
Oh, Timothy Charlemagne. How old is he?
He's like 22 or 23. Right?
I don't know who that is.
Timothy Chalamet?
He's a
He's a new dude. He's
he's
the
a
main
beautiful
character
boy.
in Dune. The new Dune.
he's also a beautiful boy.
He was in
okay.
Call Me by Your Name.
Yeah.
The peach
Yeah.
fucker.
Army Hammer.
Well, because he's gonna get eaten
Yeah,
by his victims' families.
by the people on his forums.
Yeah. Do you really think that he ate human flesh?
I don't know.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so either. But whether or not he has those types of fantasies or not, I don't know. Because they just have like fucked up message forums on the internet anyway, and people's fantasies are people's fantasies.
4chan.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But like, people have been arrested for like. People have been arrested for being part of these like forums, or like, oh, well, you actually made a plan to eat your wife and stuff like that. It's like, well, no, I wasn't ever planning on like going through with it and blah
Well,
blah blah. But it's like, he's still serving prison time for it.
In the future, when like esports becomes really big, and then a lot of those players become like legit big celebrities, if it starts to come out that some of the shit that they probably post on like 4chan and forums and stuff like that, I think this is going to be considered tame, because some of them are probably are on the darkest areas of the web, not necessarily really trying to do it, but probably partaking in saying some of the most ridiculous shit. Like, oh yeah, I want to fucking chew on baby legs.
Yeah, I want to eat doo-doo. I want to eat doo-doo.
See, why?
I want to eat.
Don't be the gamer. They want to eat the poo-poo.
The doo-doo? The poo-poo?
They eat the poo-poo. It's coming out like this. And they leak it. They leak it. Why are you running? Ah! Why are you running? I'm just trying to eat your poo-poo. All right, so from there, I think that we should get into a game that we haven't played in a while. You know, because
You're feeling something.
I'm feeling kind of southern.
Ooh, like Southern Comfort.
Like Southern Quad.
Oh, I say.
It's time for another session or another day in Southern Quad.
Dude, that was loud.
Southern Court.
You probably shouldn't. do that
Water.
again.
Who are the lawyers? Who's the defendant?
I think as
prosecutor,
usual,
and judge.
you're the judge.
Okay.
Unless did you want to try your hand at not being a judge?
I'm up for anything.
You could be the judge.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me get my gavel ready.
Should probably use the cup.
Cup's probably gonna be louder.
It's deep.
It's deep, yeah. Just don't.
Why don't you do it onto the mouse pad? Or you think that's just... Now it just sound like a punch? Oh, I don't know. You
Yeah,
or
I'm just
maybe
saying.
do the hollow side of the lens cap.
I'm just gonna do.
Oh, okay. Who's there?
It's the judge. Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Doesn't
So,
Who wants to be the
wants-
defendant versus the prosecution?
well, let's give them the premise first.
Yeah.
So
The premise of today's case is a chi master. Some might say a martial arts master.
Oh no. Okay. Sorry. All right. Let's choose first, because if you're gonna give the whole spiel in character and everything, then let's just choose the defendant and the thing, and then we'll just take it from there.
Okay, would one of you like to both of you gentlemen should Rochambeau to see who gets to be the chi master?
Do you want to be the victim or the chi master?
I'll be the victim.
Victim. Okay.
Okay, in this case,
Shoot.
we have a martial arts expert, he deems himself. He owns 2 JoJo's. Is that correct?
We got a third one in the works.
Okay, 2.5 dojos, it seems to be martial arts experts. And right here it says you specialize and you are a black belt in Tai Chi, Qingdong, and El Qinggong martial arts right here.
I am the Grandmaster.
This is specializing in aura of the 69th chamber of Kung Fu.
Yes, that is true.
Okay, and we have over here. We have here with the prosecution the victim of said he is a former student of yours.
Yes, sir.
And what is your name?
My name is Billy Winkle.
Billy Winkle, Mr. Winkle. Now, Let me just pause on right quick right here from character. Shit. Do you want to just play the victim, or you're also your own, like, attorney? Or just you're defending yourself as the
I'll
victim?
just defend myself as a victim.
Defending yourself as the victim?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll play both my lawyer and the character.
Okay. Okay, right here. We'll reset. And Mr. Winkle, let's
Yes,
let's hear your side of the story and why we are here today in this
Yes.
fine court. It
Yes.
is hot.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, one day when I was hanging out with my chihuahuas, watching the Teletubbies, a commercial came on for this man's here dojo, trying to teach people in the Wing Chun or the Tai Chi. What was it called?
Chingon, I believe.
Qigong.
There we go. It was like where you could defend yourself by like moving the air or something like that. I didn't really get it. That's why I signed up, because I was like, I don't know how to defend myself.
These are advanced techniques.
Okay.
Continue.
So, anyways, I signed up and I started taking his classes, right? And I thought I was doing pretty good according to this mister.
I was being nice. He's hot garbage.
I went up all the way to black belt within like 2 weeks.
We have a different system.
That's Your Honor, that is not true. The system.
We start from black and go to white.
Okay, pipe down now, Mr. Chester Qigong Cheeto.
That is incorrect.
Well, it says right here, I do declare that I cannot read some of this chicken scratch, but it does seem to have some English translation here.
It's all English.
It appears here that you have deemed yourself the last airbender, Mr. Chingon.
I'm the last. Yo, Bendo?
Now, I'm catching some type of southern Ching Chong vibe of your accent.
Are you
The southern Chinese.
It's 2021. No more ching chong. You can't say that.
No. It is listed here
I did
That
not
you-
list ching chong.
that you have to help represent you as a witness is Master Ching Chong, who has also studied the airbending rituals, and you have here as a training partner and partner in business.
Oh, sorry, I did. Thank you for the clarification.
What is so funny, Mr. Winkle? We are here in court today on this hot southern day.
It is not hot here in the south.
It is hot in here.
It is very cold here in the south.
Sorry.
I
Well, then
must
why
say.
don't you use
Sorry,
your
Your
airbending
Honor.
to cool down the courtroom?
Sorry, Your Honor.
Ah, dang, I got the vapors.
After I got attacked, I just seem to be having mental health issues, and I have a doctor's diagnosis right here. And sometimes I just go into a fit of hysteria.
Hysteria Winkles. Okay.
He was always the problem
Your Honor.
in class.
Your Honor.
He was always a problem.
Okay.
These are false allegations.
Order. Okay.
He sued the Denny's.
Did you not just hear the judge call for order?
See, that's a con man type thing.
Okay. I understand. Continue, Mr. Cheeto.
Are you playing a dice? I let my lawyer
Okay,
explain what's happening.
Okay.
Your Honor, what my client, Mr. Ching Dong, I think is trying to say here is, the gentleman over here is a professional con artist. He has been suing establishments all around the Fort Worth area. If I may say, I do have evidence. He has sued a Denny's, he said that one of the bell peppers was actually a jalapeno. And he's allergic to said jalapenos, and therefore he broke out in hives, which looked like, by this photo, looks kind of like Skittle bits glued to his skin. But I won't go too far into that. And then
Mr. Underhill, Mr. Underhill, I understand that you are trying to bring to light the next case of the day, which is again Mr. Billy Winkle against the Denny's in Fort Worth.
But I'm trying to bring it to your attention.
I know that you are that defendant as well.
Hey, I'm trying to make money. But what I am trying to say is this gentleman here has a track record of trying to take down establishments and make money off of them. And Mr. Ching Dong here does not have extra capital to give to this gentleman, especially on the allegations that because he partook in a class that all the other 57 students also have, that he is now suffering from symptoms that it seems he might have had beforehand.
Your Honor.
Is there not documentation that he already had some of these symptoms? Walk us through your symptoms, Mr. Winkle.
I don't have to answer to you, Your Honor.
Mr.
These
Winkle?
are false allegations on my person. Mm-hmm. I don't like being accused of things I didn't do.
Yes, and these claims are completely different than what I have here in my case file. Even the one about the Denny's.
What?
There is not one mention. Now let's say here, on my case file, there is not one mention of anything about no jalapenos, but there are mentions of worms and how many worms, all the worms in the world, it says here, that are coming out of Mr. Winkle. And that is from the food, and it also appears here that in this case against Master Ching Dong seems to be a hygiene issue.
I like to
They
state,
did not clean your mats, and this boy is now covered in ringworms.
I would like to state for the court that the wingworms are still coming out.
How is it?
I believe you are reading the wrong case file.
Your Honor.
And to be honest, Your Honor, I think my doctor said it's connected with my hysteria as well.
Hysteric ringworms.
Your Honor.
And I think, again, Your Honor, after being victimized and attacked viciously, it kind of acted more ringworms to be falling out of my butt.
We don't have ringworms in my dojo. Yeah,
That's not the allegations here for your establishment, sir.
On behalf of Mr. Ching Dong, I do want to bring to light, one, there were no allegations of ringworms. That is a new development. I thought that this case was about Mr. Ching Dong using his chi skills and then causing some type of new development in Mr. Winkle's psyche.
I don't know what you're thinking, Your Honor, but to me that sounds like admission of guilt.
It is not. That is a statement of the situation at hand. It seems like Mr. Winkle here is confused. Will you, Your Honor, please clarify where we're going with this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Excuse me for that mid-sentence burp.
Yes, Your Honor. Can you please clarify? After again being viciously attacked,
I think I
had a
was
concussion,
quite
and so I just
cordial.
get confused real easily. I don't even know where my chihuahuas are.
Why does his intellectual prowess keep changing every 3 minutes? That's just a question I would like to ask.
It's not.
Well,
He's
due to
getting
this
dumber,
medical
smarter,
record,
and dumber.
this medical record says that he is so riddled with worms, it is eating away at his brain.
But where, Your Honor, is this worm allegation coming from? I thought we were talking about Qi-Dong, Cha-Chi, Dun Kung Fu, using all kinds of whatever Chinese wizardry, and that's the issue at hand. I don't understand why that would create ringworms, because the reality is, and I'm sorry, Mr. Qing-Dong, his skills are fake. His skills are fake. He is not a Shaolin nothing. He is just a Chinaman who came from China here to Texas, sir. And decided to open up a studio to make use of the ignorance of the karate-loving white man.
It shows right here he has air punched 13 of his students to the floor in his dojo, rolling all over each other, passing out, spasming like Satan himself shot his seed through the brains. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like clear negligence of the hygiene code that we so forth have in Fort Worth.
What is the hygiene? Oh, sir.
The hygiene of the mats that these boys flopping and flipping around after being punched by the Satan seed that Mr. Ching Dong is shooting through these boys. Now, I have one last question for Mr. Ching Dong. Mr. Chi Dong, have you been baptized in the blood of Christ?
No, I thought that, we have to do water.
Yes, you use water to clean the mats.
No, the holy water to clean my soul.
Oh, so you're saying you admit it?
No, that I was baptized not in the blood of the Christ, but in the water, the holy water.
You get water from a hole, boy? Have your lawyer talk to you. I cannot understand you through your accent. You're lucky I don't throw the fucking book at you.
Mr. Ching Dong, I'll handle this. Your Honor, I think what he's trying to say is, the baptisms that occur, are done in holy water. Is that not correct?
No.
I don't know where.
It is done in river water.
Okay, but so do we both agree that in actual blood it is not done? And if you were baptized in blood, I am concerned for your potential Satanism.
Whether or not I was baptized in the blood of Christ is none of your concern, sir, because I was, and so were y'all. I don't know what type of priest y'all are working with in the provinces of Mongolia and China, but
sir,
around here,
I understand that Mr. Ching Dong has a lot of accent, but he is from Vermont.
You gotta leave that Vermont accent out of my court. You talk to me about Vermont again, then I'm gonna take your kung flu ass and throw the book at you.
Okay, Mr. Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This,
Okay,
so I
think I know what's going on here. It's plain to see.
It is plain to see.
You are saying that this man is a con artist, Mr. Winkle?
Yes, and he has chosen to target Mr. Ching Dong because it is currently not the best climate for Asian folk, and he is choosing to target Mr. Ching Dong because he believes he can win a case against him because he believes you to be racially insensitive.
I'd just like to point out for the court that I am not suing him necessarily for any type of money to put in my pocket. It's all the medical bills that I just can't afford right now because of the ringworms and the mental health issues with my hysteria and the confusion.
He lives life confused, Your Honor. He built an entire addition to his house out of pizza boxes.
That was for my kid, but he died.
I have one last thing to say to go over this case. This has gone to Xanadu and back. Please, Mr. Winkle, one last request from the court.
Yes, sir.
Lift up your shirt. Lift up your shirt and show us the ringworms. If they are there, then Mr. Ching Dong is in a whole heap of hot water. Because it is a hot day in Southern Court.
Your Honor, I can't actually go through with that request. Only because they're coming out of my butt.
They should be covering your body, boy. All over, pockmarked like me.
Arrest my case.
But I will for the coat lower my pantaloons and show the coat all the worms. They just like to congregate over there.
Congregate around his anus.
I don't know if the coat can see my butt.
He has just drawn
as you can
worms
see-
with Sharpie, Your Honor.
As you can see, they move.
That's
well
because
enough
he's
alive.
jiggling his ass, Your Honor.
I am
He's a Sharpie
incapable
drawing.
of jiggling my behind.
Mr. Ching
Perhaps
Dong,
even
stop it. Stop
magic
it. Those are
marker.
clearly gummy worms. Stop eating them. This
But
has gone
they are
far
delicious.
out of order.
They are too good.
Mr. Winkle, bailiff, could you please put Mr. Winkle in cuffs after bearing his bare bottom in court?
But
Because he's going back to jail, and so's Mr. Ching Dong.
back to
What
jail.
did I do?
Mr. Ching
I was at
Dong,
home with my chihuahuas.
I've seen these videos, and you are clearly taking advantage of poor, sappy, dumb idiots like Mr. Winkle.
That's not a crime.
Yes, it is. It is.
What?
When
We
you
do-
are not clearly
This is America. We
been
do it all
baptized
the time.
I just
in the
want to
Vermont
state.
blood of Christ.
I just want to state for the coat that he admitted that it was some type of Chinese wizardry, and that he was taking advantage of dumb people like myself and trying to steal
It's
our
not
money.
real wizardry.
Isn't that the definition
here.
of a con artist?
In Penal Code 6266248, there shall be no airbending of any kind going on in Fort Worth. So you're both now getting arrested. I'm out for different charges.
Can I bring up a new case now, sir?
He's blowing up smoke bombs.
It looks like my defendant has disappeared with some Chinese foo-fwap. He is gone, Your Honor, and he's not coming back. He has oh, there he is. Actually, I think the bailiff caught him. He did not run fast enough. That is all I have to say.
Case dismissed.
Guess I'm going to jail.
Let go of me!
Damn, we're just gonna throw both of us in jail?
You should have exposed your ass.
It was the court,
And
man.
started shitting out fake gummy worms.
It was no. I was hoping they would be real worms. You fucker.
All right, so let's get into
The
Chronicles
of
of Reddit. All right.
The Chronicles of Reddit. My wife and daughters left me. I'm a truck driver and
You
have
are
been
the
one for
asshole.
over 20 years. I got married 12 years ago and had two daughters, 8 and 12 years old. When me and my wife started dating, I told her about how my job often has me on the road for days at a time, and she was fine with that. I got home after 3 days of driving to find my house empty. On the head, there was a note written by my wife saying that they were tired of me being gone all the time and that she was leaving me. The note also said that my daughters want nothing to do with me ever again. When I'm home, I always spend time with my family and FaceTime them when I'm taking a break. I always bring them souvenirs from the interesting places I've been and made it clear that even if I don't see them much, I love them. I just feel so broken right now. Everyone I love don't want me in their lives, and I tried calling them, but they never answered. How do I go on?
That's it?
That's fucked up.
What did he do?
Work?
Well, I mean, if you're on the road that long,
It's only 3 days usually, but that's according to this.
what isn't he saying? He's not talking about all the hookers he's been fucking. I'm just kidding. This sounds like a terrible fucking story. Oh
That
my
shit-
god.
I feel like that's kind of common though, isn't it? Like where
Among truck drivers?
just like where somebody has like an occupation that is really taxing in some kind of way, and then that's expressed before at the beginning of a relationship, and then the significant other is on board and okay with it, but then over time they just slowly build a case as to why that they're not okay with it, and then like it commonly happens to police officers, right? Where they're like, oh well, you have
The
like,
absence.
like, oh, we don't want, you're not safe or whatever, like you're working like long hours and stuff. It's like, I've been doing that, you knew that when we started, and now you're creating all this turbulence and potentially wanting to end our marriage over something that you had said that you were cool with, right? I mean, it's kind of because I just finished Sopranos. It's kind of the same as like in Sopranos, where the Carm, outside of all the cheating he was doing, whatever, but even then, she chose to marry him and be part of that life, and then she was so upset with him for making her part of that life. If you have the agency, you made the choice to be with that guy.
Yeah,
and you knew the lifestyle that was going to bring. You can't blame them for bringing the lifestyle that they told you. They were honest. They told you that that's a lifestyle. You signed up.
You said you're okay with it.
Yeah, so I feel like it is to some degree, it's a lack of self-responsibility to look at yourself and be introverted and be like, oh, well, I'm not happy with the decision that I made.
Yeah.
Let's discuss. Can we discuss a way to fix it? And if not, then maybe I have to live with my decision. But then you want to put it all on the other person, like, oh, you're not around enough. That happens a lot, and I think that's actually where a lot of fights stem.
I wonder if the wife works at all.
Because
I'm
truckers
more worried
make a
about-
lot of money. That's why it's such a difficult occupation.
Well, yeah,
I'm worried about the kids. I don't think the kids would ever think or say that.
Well, I
to be
mean,
honest with you.
it is possible that if the mother is constantly voicing her frustrations to the kids about
and
their
daddy's
father,
never home.
and then he's not able to defend himself, and then she's just pointing out, like, see, your dad's never around, and they don't really understand the reason why that is the case, like understand his occupation, then they could easily be like, not know that it doesn't make sense to be against him, but just jump on board because their mom is perpetuating that thinking.
Which is so weird because at least for the 12-year-old, I mean, when the dad is home, and it's usually like with truck driving jobs, you're gone for however many days, but you're also back for so many days.
Yeah.
As well. He, according to the person that posted it, every time he wasn't working, he was spending time with his kids and FaceTiming them on his breaks when he was working.
Yeah.
So it's like that could be confusing when the mom is like, oh, see, he doesn't love you, blah, 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 even though he's doing all this shit. That
She probably cheated on him and wants a way out to not
That or the
be
other
the
way
shitty
around.
one. You think
what kind of
he
advice would you
cheated?
give him, though? That's what he's looking for.
I don't know. I mean, it
Lawyer
to
up.
me,
a
from the
lawyer.
information that's given, it seems like he's working with an irrational person, and I don't know that he's going to be able to fix anything with the wife. And
Yeah,
then
lawyer
from that
up.
point, I
Lawyer
would
up.
say lawyer up. Yeah, it's more. Then it becomes
It's
more legal
custody.
advice,
In custody
and then
stuff.
basically, yeah, trying to get custody. But okay. So some advice that I would give is, if that is the route that you're gonna go, try to, I don't know, really push to or give the feeling to your children that, like, yeah, try not to make it painful for your kids, and try to make it as like, try not to have your contempt for your wife as visible to your kids as you can.
Yeah.
That's the advice I would give.
Well, if he wants to continue saying his kids, he's going to have to need a lawyer up because it seems like he doesn't know where they are.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
the only way to get through to the kids is through the wife, and the wife is obviously not going to fucking reach out or.
Yeah. I mean,
give
it's tough,
anybody
too,
any
because
contact information.
courts are a lot of times not sympathetic to situations like this on the man side.
I mean, when my dad was as a teamster, not spending that much time around us, we just didn't have that much time. That's when things were pretty hard on my mom and dad's marriage, was just because there's a point in time where he wasn't home for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And that's just, as a mom, I'm sure that's fucking hard. It's like you're taking care of 2 kids. It's like if you're the primary like bread maker and that's like your profession, sometimes just, people change. Like people are like these little people are growing and they do kind of just demand more of your time. So maybe a shift of even careers could help things out. Because I mean, that's when my dad started doing more props. Like making the transition was rough and like we didn't have as much money for a while there. But ultimately I think it made my parents' marriage stronger and just our relationship stronger as a whole.
Yeah.
But again, this seems like, this wasn't even discussed beforehand in his situation and they kind of just left. So I don't know. Maybe start looking into becoming a dispatcher so you can allow more time. Because even if you do lawyer up, chances of you getting even just like like every other weekend custody type thing would be hard because of just how much you work.
I think it
says card full.
I think it would more. Well, I was just gonna say. I think
You guys could finish your thought. It'll still get my audio.
Just seeing his kids and being in contact with them.
Yeah.
That way he can work something out.
Definitely.
Because it seems like he's never gonna see his kids again.
Yeah, he needs to lawyer up, but also maybe start thinking of a different career path because that's just a rough one.
Yep, tricky.
Tricky.
All right, well, thanks for joining in to another episode of Camp Oddwood.
I love you.
We all love you.
I love you.
Please come back
we
again.
love you.
And bring some friends.
Bring friends.
Our aim is we're trying to get to at least 1,000 subscribers by summertime. Can you make it happen?
Summertime madness.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Do it for my voice because you
Oddwood.
like my voice.
Yeah, somebody told Zach that he has a really good voice.
Multiple people.
And now he is, it's going to his head and he keeps telling us that we have ugly voices.
Never ever said that.
Please leave in the comments.
Fucking kick your ass.
Is this an ugly voice? Like, subscribe, and share us, Odd Squad. I'm talking into a nebulizer.
All right, see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Okie dokie, bye-bye.
Okie dokie, bye-bye.